When looking at mountain crickets with heavy bodies, maybe you'll find it hard to believe they can walk on cliffs. Stand up like this. No, don't rub your eyes. You don't have a black eye. This is a real scene. This is alpine goats, or the iPad album. It's a wild goat. They live mainly in the Alps of Europe. Areas with an altitude of 2,000,4000, 600 m above sea level. Striking with gray-brown fur covering the body. This rope has extraordinary climbing ability, allowing them to move on steep cliffs that people look at. Everyone has to get chicken skin. In front of us is the wall of the Cingino Dam. It's an impressive building in Italy. Up to 50 m high and with a slope of about 90 degrees. It's almost vertical. It's unbelievable that the goats, with a somewhat heavy appearance, you can walk on a standing wall. In an unimaginable way like this. Not in a way like this. They carefully choose where to set their feet. They even know how to stick their feet out. To remove the stones to stand, it's admirable. The day before this Cingino Dam was nothing special. It's just part of the hydroelectric system in Italy. However, it's recently become a tourist attraction, after the pictures of the alpine goats climb the vertical dam, posted on the internet. The question is to make this goat look big and heavy. You can climb so well. The secret of this extraordinary climbing ability lies in their bountiful horizons. Mountain goats' hooves are uniquely designed, like the knight's savatone, with a hard outer part and a soft inner part, so that they can stick firmly to different rock surfaces. Their claws are as hard as metal. Works like the horseshoe. Knock on the cliff to create grip. While the firmware, it's the flesh in the nail. Help them feel and adapt to the surface under their feet. This allows mountain goats not just stand on inclined planes. It's easy to move up and down the slope. Stand without slipping. The two fingers of the clog can be separated. Allow C to expand the surface. Contact with stones when necessary, or closed, to increase grip when moving on narrow surfaces. When their feet touch, with hard foundation stones around the toes, locked into the ledges. Keep the goat from slipping or falling off, even when standing on the steepest plains. It's not just the nails, that's what makes this mountain goat's ability to climb. Their bodies are also designed to be suitable for harsh habitats. With evenly distributed body mass, muscle growth and a low center of gravity, mountain goats can move flexibly and firmly on the rocky slopes. Alpine goats have a very strong muscular system, especially the muscles in the legs and hips, allow them to jump from one level to another on the cliffs with ease. Their ability to jump and run is particularly impressive. They are often observed when they need to be avoided or flee from predators, or when moving through complex terrain to find food or water. Out 1/0 can be ignored in the climbing ability of the amber mountain goat is intelligence in choosing a place to set foot. They even know how to stick out their feet to remove stones. Make sure every step you take is the best. Maybe. And here, that motivates them to conquer these walls. It's not just natural instinct, but also because of the precious salt. They need to stay healthy. Although alpine goats are primarily grass-fed, but this diet often do not provide enough essential mineral salts for their lives. So the search for salt on the dam walls, where there are natural sources of minerals, it becomes an essential need, pushing them through terrain challenges. It's hard to access this precious nutrient. Although alpha mountain goat, admired for their ability to climb steeply, not all of them are quick. And that ingenuity, reality, males with a body mass that can reach up to 100 kilograms. And the bulky horns can stretch up to a meter. They rarely appear on steep cliffs. Due to their heavy weight and large size, makes it much more difficult to keep your balance, compared to the offspring and offspring. One of the most striking characteristics of the amber mountain goat, it's their majestic horns. Especially in the males, the horns can grow to a long and curved, amazing arc, sometimes up to 1 m long. The horn is often used as a weapon of attack and defense. Protect yourself from dangerous predators. Out horny. It's not just a symbol of power and position in the herd, it's also an important tool in the mating season. The males use their horns to fight for power and the right to mate. In these fiery confrontations, they'll stand up straight on their hind legs and use his giant horns to attack and beat the competition, decide who is the strongest. Thanks to this special adaptation, alpine goats don't just survive, but also thrive in the alpine environment. The harsh continues to enrich the diversity of the alpine ecosystem. In the spring and the summer, the alpha mountain goats, iPads often live in places with lots of fresh grass, or areas with lots of conifers. This is the time when they eat a lot to accumulate fat, prepare for the coming harsh winter. When the weather starts to get cold in late autumn, they will move, looking for hidden areas in Amber Mountain, to shelter and avoid the cold during the winter. Fur layer of Amber Mountain goat, it also has a special function in the regulation of body temperature. In winter the mountain goat's fur becomes thicker and coarser, helps keep the body warm, while the summer, this layer of hair changes to become thinner, helps them cool down in the scorching summer sun. Alpine goats are also well adapted to the high-altitude spine, where there's less oxygen. They have very developed cardiovascular and respiratory systems, allow them to stay active in extreme climatic conditions and lack of oxygen. This doesn't just help them survive, it's also growing strongly in places where few animals can survive. Amber mountain goats usually breed in winter, and the female is about 6 months pregnant. Children at birth, he was able to stand and walk after a few hours. This is extremely important to survive in the wild, full of this grim. Amber mountain goat is truly a wonder of nature. But in the late 19th century, this species has almost completely disappeared, overhunting for meat. But thanks to tireless conservation efforts, the number of iPad goats in the Amber Mountains, there's been a spectacular recovery, from about 100 to more than 50,000 today. This impressive comeback is a testament to the power of proper conservation programs, and the commitment of communities and governments in the protection of animals. It's in danger of extinction. Thank you for watching the video. If you find it helpful, click the share button below the video to share this video on Facebook or somewhere for a loved one. Friends know. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a lot of videos. Please share other useful knowledge from us.